welcome to the highest rated, low budget, yet mediocre caliber sports show on ASU-TV, Pros vs. Joe. As always, I am your ever florally decorated host, Zach Ward. And if you didn't know, this show is where we pit our pro or student athlete against regular old Joe, as seen over here on my right, in a series of sports challenges to see how well he will fare. Of course, this week, our third installment of Pros vs. Joe, the score will be settled on the field of ultimate frisbee. Now, speaking of on my right, I have the fortune of knowing our next pro myself, so I can personally shame him if he doesn't live up to the show's expectations. I'm just kidding. But joking aside, directly next to me is our pro for this week, Jeremy DeLon, former captain of the ultimate team here at A-State. Am I correct?
Yes, I was the captain last year for it.
Gotcha. Now, it's obviously wonderful to have you here, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Next to him, of course, we have our prized possession here at Pro vs. Joe, Joe himself. Welcome back, Joe.
Hi.
He's a little nervous this week. Now, Jeremy, what got you into playing Ultimate, and what's kind of your history with the sport?
So I initially started playing in my junior year of high school. One of my best friends played the sport for a long time, and he invited me out to some just pickup games, and so I started playing there. Okay. I then got involved with a couple leagues in Little Rock, a summer league and a fall league that I played at, and then I heard they had a team here at school when I started coming up freshman year, and that's how I got involved here at school with that.
Gotcha. Now, Joe, have you ever played Ultimate before today?
You know, Zach, I don't know if I've ever played Ultimate before, but one time my dog did bring a Frisbee home, and we started playing with that a lot, like every day. I'm really glad he brought that home.
Do you know where he got it from, or he just found it?
No, I don't really question where he gets the stuff he brings home.
Okay, gotcha. Now, Jeremy, can you tell me a little bit about how you ended up here at A-State?
Yeah, so I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted to end up at school, but one of my best friends that I've known my whole life was coming here, and I knew that he had some interest in the Ultimate team, so I came up here for a preview day and saw that they had a team, and that really interested me along with the program that I was going into, so
okay.
I kind of just followed my friend here.
Yeah, and I guess to kind of add on to that, what kind of has been your experience here at A-State, I guess with the club and then also just on campus in general?
I've really grown to love the campus in general. It's a great place, a lot of good faculty and staff, made some really awesome friends. The club has been a really good place for me to make some really good relationships with specific guys that I know. Some of them have graduated, gone on to programs in other states or are married now, and I still get to keep up with them and have made some lifelong friends through that. So that's been an awesome experience for me.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I also wanted to ask, I guess, how did you end up being captain, and then what was that like?
So every year they have elections for the different positions. We usually have 2 to 4 captains depending on the year. Okay. And so after being on just the team for 2 years, seeing what the captains did, how they helped the team, that really interested me to see a little more of the coordination and planning behind the scenes in order to help the team grow. So I ran for president, or not president, just one of the captains one year, and that's how I ended up there. Yeah, I think that answers the question.
Okay. Well, and I was also going to ask, what was it like being captain? Did you enjoy it? Was it stressful?
It was mostly overall enjoyable. It came with some extra stresses of planning the tournaments we went to, planning travel to and from that. So that could be a little difficult at times, but I mean, I loved working with all the guys. They made it really easy, and they were all very friendly and understanding when I had troubles with stuff. So
yeah, for sure.
It was a lot of fun.
Now, Joe, I want to ask you, what would you say your most lovable quality is?
Oh gosh, Zach, I don't know. There's just so much of me to love. I mean, gosh, if I had to pick just one thing, I'd say the fact that I haven't showered in 3 weeks. That's probably my most lovable quality right there.
So that was the smell I was getting.
I mean, that would make sense. Yeah. At least we've solved that mystery. Anyway, in a minute we'll be taking a look at our outdoor competition. The score might surprise you, actually. But before we do that, I would love to get you guys' impressions on the competition. So, Jeremy, I guess we can start with you. How do you think it went? What do you think some of your strengths were, weaknesses? I guess anything else?
I think overall went really well. Joe was some good competition for me. He gave me a run for my money. I had to really put my skills to the test a little bit. The wind was a little unexpected. It was a little more than I had anticipated at times, but I think I adapted well to that in all the competitions we had. So.
For sure. And Joe, what about you? What were your thoughts?
You know, Zach, I think that this was one of my best competitions to date. Dog, if you're watching this at home, I did it all for you, bud. Couldn't have done it without you.
Is his name Dog, or did you?
Oh yeah, his name's Dog.
Oh, okay. What kind? Do you know what kind of dog?
I mean, it's a dog. How more specific do you want me to get?
No, that's fine. I won't. No more questions. I'm sorry. I don't want to upset you or anything. Now, Jeremy, what would you say to someone who is interested in getting into ultimate, or I guess even disc golf, since they kind of have a little bit of crossover? What would you say to someone who's interested in something like that, and what kind of advice would you give to them?
I'd say definitely go out and give it a shot. There's, no matter where you live, there's probably some sort of pickup game or league that you can get involved in. And from all my experiences, people are very eager to help you learn the sport, learn how to throw the disc and the rules of it. If you're doing disc golf, just find some friends and go out. It's a great time to go out in the woods or wherever the course is and enjoy that. But it's an awesome sport that's totally different from anything else, so I'd definitely recommend trying to get involved in any way you can.
Okay. And in a similar sense, if someone was interested in joining the club or team here at A-State, what would you advise to them?
Find one of the captains. I believe you might be able to find that on the website. If not, you can just go to the Road Wolf Center and talk to someone at the desk, or Matt Huckabee, I believe, is in charge of a lot of the club sports. You can ask for contact information from him. Just find someone on the team who can help you get linked up with that.
Gotcha. Now, Joe, what would be your advice for someone looking to get into any disc-related sport?
Get yourself a dog. Wait for them to bring home a disc and just start throwing it with them. I mean, that's really all there is to say. Dog, disc, practice.
Oh, I thought you were going to go for another D for the lit.
So
it's
did
fine.
I.
No, I'm sorry. It's fine. This is your answer. I don't want to step on your toes here. Now, I guess before we take a look at the footage, I want to ask, do you guys have anything else you want to say? Any final thoughts on the competition that you guys poured your heart and souls into?
I can't think of anything I need to add.
No? I'm just ready to see how it went.
Oh, all right.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess I am too. Let's go ahead and head into the segment. The intramural, / rugby fields. I'm obviously here with our pro, Jeremy, and then, of course, the man who needs no introduction, Joe. I don't have any, but arm muscle skills, throwing, accuracy, maybe a little bit of style. We'll see how that goes. But any thoughts on the activities?
I'm ready.
You ready, Joe? What about you?
The sun's in my eyes.
Indeed. Let's get right into it. All right, for our first activity, we're going to be having a bit of a distance competition between the two. And it's pretty simple. We'll just be seeing who can throw it the farthest, and of course, who can throw it the farthest out of several rounds will be awarded points for each round that they get it the farthest, and then at the end, we'll tally up the total.
was a pretty, well, I won't say a tight competition, but it was certainly interesting. Now on to our second activity. What we'll be doing is I will be standing out in the field, and our players will be throwing their discs at me as a test of accuracy, and whoever gets it the closest to me will be awarded the point for that round. Now, let's see how they do. All right, now 2 out of our 3 competitions have been completed. Now it's time to move on to our super mega bonus round. You didn't know that was a thing, but it is. And for the super mega bonus round, we'll be doing what's known as style point throws. We'll be having our Joe and our pro be throwing their discs as creatively and coolly as possible through these goalposts behind me. And whoever has the coolest throw and still manages to get it through the posts will get the most points. Let's see how they do. Did that go in? Oh, that was so close.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, we've changed scenery as usual. Now, I will say that competition was actually a lot closer than I expected it to be.
Definitely. Yeah, I would say it was a lot closer. It was good competition, yes.
Yeah. So, truth be told, I think you really shined in the style point section, Joe. I think it's where you really came through. And to be honest, you were pretty close. I think you would have also done really well if only that disc had been slightly to the left. It was just a little unfortunate. Now, with that being said, it seemed a little too easy for you all the same, Jeremy. So what I've done here is I've concocted for our in-studio challenge a version of Pong, I guess, if you want to call it that. But it's a good thing you have an extra. You weren't even allowed to do that. But anyway, instead of using balls for this challenge, you will be using the discs of the food world, as I'd like to say, Oreos, as you can see. Now, basically, for the rules here, you'll be on either side, tossing across the table into a cup. We won't be removing any cups, but we'll just toss them in, and then at the end, once everyone has run out of Oreos, we'll count how many have been made, and then whoever has the most points wins. It'll be pretty simple. We may do another round of this, or we may move into our second challenge, depending on how much time we have. So, you were really taking your time with that. It makes me really uncomfortable. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the game. Joe, are you going first?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm going first.
It's up to you. Ooh,
man.
Very close.
You skimmed right off the top there.
Oh,
Oof.
didn't even hit it.
All right. Ooh, that was a close one. Oh, man. This is harder than I thought it would be.
It's a difficult game.
I mean, that was the
Ooh.
point of the challenge, was to make it difficult.
Yes.
So
You've succeeded. Oh, too far.
almost.
Too far. Here we go.
You gotta lay off those weights, Jeremy.
Oh, man.
You know,
I need
here we
more
go.
power.
Oh,
here
not
we go.
enough that time. Here we go. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh,
you made one.
That's one.
That one's for
Right.
you, dog.
Good old dog.
I haven't.
Oof. That was a hefty. It landed really.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. He's on a roll.
He
is
crushing
on a
it.
roll.
Here we go.
Oh, close.
Robbed. Here we are. Here we are.
Oh,
Right on my shoe.
Is this Joe's moment?
Did that land in?
That's
It
it.
did.
Okay, I couldn't tell.
You lost a chunk of
That's okay, you know.
an
You win
Oreo,
some, you
but I
lose
think
some.
it still
Oh,
counts.
man.
Nicked
We're
it
good,
off
we're
the
good.
top there.
Here we are.
Hey, there we go. Now it's a competition. Whoop,
Oh, my.
there goes the scoreboard.
Here we are. Here we are.
Oops.
Oh.
It ain't
Wow.
no
Okay,
competition.
Oh boy. I mean, you're only up by 1, Joe, so I wouldn't jinx yourself. Oh, he blew on it.
That one bounced off. Bummer.
Hey, look at that.
I hit that same
I
cut 3
think-
times.
I think that's the only
Incredible.
you've gotten it in so far. Is that all of our Oreos?
That's all.
That's fresh out.
3 to 4.
Incredible.
Wow. Amazing. Well, as much as I would love to see another round of that, I think we'll go ahead and move on to our second challenge, where you will throw an Oreo into his mouth, and you will throw an Oreo into his mouth
Okay.
as quickly as possible.
Like right now?
Right now. Oh, that was
so
very
close.
close.
Which
All right,
Oreo?
all right.
Is this,
Just
is this-
pick one.
Just go for that one.
This is a good one. Here we
Joe
are.
has
Here we
no
are.
standards when it comes to Oreos. Oh!
Oh, so close.
1 point for Jeremy, and a point and a half for Joe. So, with our total tally, I think that's 4 to 5.5.
That's right.
That's correct.
Joe has officially won our in-studio challenge. I'm very
Incredible.
proud of you, Joe.
Good playing against you, Jeremy.
Well done. Well done.
It's amazing. I mean, good job to both of you, obviously. Now, it's very dirty, but it has been a pleasure hosting you this week for Pros versus Joe. We hope to see you all back here on October 30th at 4 o'clock right here at ASU-TV's Facebook page. And, well, we're definitely not doing food next time, so I hope to see you all there.